What up, people? What up? We back at it, man. Week 6 came off the nice little bye, man. I'm not gonna say it's vacation, but we definitely had some things we had to talk about. Meech, what up?
Hey, what's going on, man? Going on, man? Ready to do some introductions. Coming to the
Yes,
stage.
sir. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we always like to get, people from the opposing squad, what I'm saying, on the team. But before we do that, man, we always like to bring back recurring guests that come into the show. You know what I'm saying? So want everybody to give it up for my man, Big Sally. You know what I mean? Come on back. What's up? How you been,
What's
man?
going on, Duke? What's going on? Hey, y'all out here just trying to, survive that hurricane with this had come through here, but everything's all good. No significant damage. But hey, I'm back up here ready to talk about my boys.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what like that. You know what I'm saying? For everybody don't know me, my man Sally was down there in the depths of Florida, man, dealing with that old hurricane, but he's safe and sound with the family. I'm saying that is what it is. But now we got to bring in, what I'm saying, old school to us, but new school to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, there's a guy, man. Used to be my A1 barber when I had hair. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he the reason why I ain't got no hair no more. I'm just saying he's the definitely reason why why I cut it off because niggas started charging a little bit too much. I'm saying his pockets and shit was getting a little low. But real rap though, it's my man. I'm saying, Michi, you want to? Matter of fact, Michi, you going to introduce him, man.
Also a federal military veteran.
For sure.
Unfortunately, he served in the Navy, but we're not gonna hold that against him.
No,
We're not gonna
not
hold
at
it
all.
against him. He served. He did his time. He's also a up and coming rising entrepreneur, man. Three different businesses he's running, taking care of. CST Incorporated, that's one of them.
Okay.
Cash Key, that's his Greek military apparel organization, the company that he
Okay.
has. And he
You know
also
what I'm
has the
saying?
barbershop that we all know and love down there in Newport News, Virginia, Perfect Styles. So
And you
coming to
know
the
that.
stage, and we got our main man Joe on the line.
Hey,
What up,
hey,
though?
my
Detroit
What up,
Lions,
man.
man. We're not gonna
though?
hold that against him.
What up,
We're not gonna hold
though?
that against him.
Hey Joe,
What up, though?
rep your setup up in Detroit, man. Where
Oh,
you at?
whole team. I ain't no Lions fan. I am the D, bro. Don't ever be.
Okay, all
I
right,
am.
that's what's
in
good.
all aspects of the word.
Oh, thing. What up,
Yeah, man. So for those who don't know, what I'm saying, like I said, yeah, Joe, helped me. He actually helped me, what I'm saying, with my disability. So, hey, shout out to him and shout out to Brandon too. I'm saying shout out to all the vets out there. And for all the vets out there and all the people that are subscribed, hey, I appreciate y'all. We are now up to, I want to say 196, I believe, followers,
Yep.
I believe. I'm saying
Yep.
so. Shout out to you all, you know what I'm saying, for like subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. If we can get to 200 by the end of the show, man, what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. Matter of fact, if we can get 200 to 200 by the end of the show, we'll do a giveaway next week. How about that? What y'all think?
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty good.
That's pretty good.
All right. So without further ado, we gotta dive into some things, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we had some people that was out, some injuries. You know what I'm saying? But we getting some people back this week. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, we had to work on some timing. We had to kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts had to sit down. I want to say they want to have a heart to heart and try to figure out how we can fix this. And I feel like they did it. But with that being said, we got some games that are coming up. We got some that are important, some that are not so important. But we started off with Michi. So, Michi, the question is, how detrimental are the next 4 games?
Woo!
How
So I'm not
detrimental
gonna
are
lie
they?
to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The next 4 weeks, the next 4 games are super detrimental or instrumental to our schedule and our playoff hopes, man. One, because the lineup that we playing, we got the Browns, we play at the Giants, we play at the Bengals, and then we host the Jaguars. So those are 4 should be winnable games. Those should be games that where we are showing what we did with our receivers and all of our injured players coming back. We should be able to show some type of domination. Hopefully, we're not just squeaking a win by. If we do win, a win is a win, but hopefully we should be showing some dominant force by this time, because the ass end of the schedule, man, is not an easy one. So hey, we got to be ready. These 4 games are going to determine a lot, man. I think, and one of the main things, I've been saying it since last season, I'm gonna say it again this season. I've said it if we lose these games, hey, Nick is he about gone. He's gonna be out of there, man. He's gonna get the boot. So these next 4 games are instrumental, man, for our success. And if we don't win these 4 games, man, we don't have no talk against going against the Lions, against going against the 49ers. You know what I mean? The likes, you know what I mean, the stronger teams that have shown throughout the NFC, man.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Sad what you got on it, man.
Yeah,
How
like me
influential or
said, man,
detrimental are they?
these these games are crucial going into the later end of the season. Now, like me said, we just came back from this bye, so hope they had the kumbaya moment with Sirianni and Jalen. They got to talking and they trying to clear stuff up. But I mean, these next 4 games, they are all winnable games. We should. I mean, to me, we got our key players back. We should be dominating these next 4 games. We should show the true power of our offense with the lineup we have. These next 4 games are. I mean, to me, if we lose one of these games, then it's time for Nick to kick rocks. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. Because these all games, we got the Browns, we got the teams we just named. We should crush these teams because they all not doing too well in the division. So I mean, we should dominate these games. So we'll see what happens.
All right, so we're not gonna end it with Joe, but we want to hear Joe's commentary on this. So, and I say that now Joe, now look, I want you to understand now. You're in our house, okay? We don't want to. Hey, when you come in the house, wipe your feet on the rug now.
With all due respect, no.
Okay.
Looking at the next 4 games, like y'all said, Browns, Eagles, Bengals, Jaguars. The one game I know for sure, 2 games y'all gonna probably have difficulties with. Giants, divisional game. It is what it is. They could be the worst team in the league. They're gonna come to fight, play y'all hard every day, all day. It's just what they do. The Bengals, y'all, believe it or not, they could be a problem for anybody. They haven't been getting their behinds whipped. They've been competitive in games. We just don't know what the Eagles going to be by the time y'all get to them 3 weeks from now. I mean, the Bengals going to be 3 weeks from now. So I think 2 of them can pose a threat, but 3-1, 4-0 is very doable. Absolutely.
All right. So I'm okay. So I'm not gonna say I'm on Joe's side, but I understand what he's saying.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so we got the Browns this week. This is definitely a winnable game without a shadow of a doubt. This should be a tune-up game for not the Giants, but for the Bengals. The Giants, like Joe said, the Giants definitely they're gonna come in scrappy like they always do every year. And for some reason, I don't know why they come in like this, especially with any other NFC team or NFC East team. It's always a scrappy game. The only game that is a losable game is the Bengals. However, if the Bengals keep losing games like they're losing, it will be a mental frustration for them. So now you have to look and check their mental because we already know they have the players. They have a quarterback. Even though me personally, this is just my personal views. I feel like Joe Burrow's best days are starting to get a little bit behind him. But if the Bengals lose 2 of their next 3 games, and I'm not gonna say, well, losing that game to them would be far fetched. If they win their next 2 games and then they come play us, they may be on a hot streak. So I feel like that is a very it ebb and flow depending on that game. I don't see us losing that game only because I feel like Joe Burrow's mental isn't quite there. But then again, we're playing them at home, and then we all know it's kind of hard to win and up in Burrowhead or whatever
Not for
they call it.
everybody else.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you also have to look at our level of play too, in accordance to their level of play and their opponents and who we've lost against and who we played. So outside of that, the only game that is a if for us to me is the Bengals. That's the only if, and it ain't a hard if. It ain't a hard one, but that's the only one. Okay, the Jaguars lunch meat. I don't care what no one says. Giants lunch meat. That's gonna be Saquon's mad game. His game on that Giants game is going to be the coup de grace of all of that week. I guarantee it. He's gonna make him pay. He's gonna punish him. Pause. But
you got to look at the Bengals schedule as well, man. We pretty much flip flopping teams. So this week we play the Browns. The Bengals are playing the Giants this week. Next week the Bengals playing the Browns, and then we're playing the Giants. You see what I'm saying? So we'll have a lot of film on those guys. Hopefully by that time we'll have the repetitions that we need between AJ, Devontae being back, everybody coming back, Lane's coming back. All the key players are coming back, so I'm on the hype train that Joe he's riding on his college days and his initial entry into the NFL, man. He's slightly overrated from what he's been producing. Yes, he was in the big game. We got that, but he's slightly riding on past legacy.
Right. And first of all, Danica, look, yeah, I said it's a hard if. Look, Danica's been a Bengals fan since the Bengals wasn't even a Bengals fan. Since the Bengals fans was a Bengals fan. Her and the whole family there, they stuck in that delusion over there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no one trying to hear what you're saying, Danica. Ain't no one trying to hear what you're saying. Get up out of here, man. We ain't trying to hear none of that. But yeah, so like I said, it's a hard. Yeah, I don't see them beating us. I just don't, because mentally I just feel like they're gonna be done by that time. Like they're not even gonna be contenders, and they're gonna be doing everything they can to try to make things right amongst them. So.
But they're not making it no easier for us, man. The Eagles aren't making it no easier because
Yeah.
I didn't see us losing against the Falcons the way that they did. I didn't see us playing against the Falcons the way they did. So the Eagles aren't making it no easier for us to be able to make these predictions.
Right, but now you see why I say it's a hard if. Like, I don't know, like,
I know.
If we can do that, and if that works, and if that don't work, well,
But
now
whose side are you on?
Huh? What? Man, get him out of here! Don't you? Hey, matter of fact, let me move Joe over, man. All right, man. So look, so Misha, you saying none of them games we should lose, none of them.
We shouldn't lose none of those games. No, our the talent that we have on our team, far superior to those 4 teams, the talent that they have. And like I said, the only problem that we're gonna have, if anything, is the management of the talent that we have on those teams. You know what I mean? Well, we're not running the ball effectively or running the ball at all, or we're playing the same defense, and that's not, you know what I mean? Old boy is still calling the plays, So the management by Nick, if he's not managing the talent on the team, that's the only problem that I see. That's why I say he has to go. He's the point. He's the only point that's left over from all the coaching blow up that we had over the past couple of years. Nick is the only one that's still holding the piece together from the previous year. So, hey, let's get rid of it.
So Joe, earlier when we first started talking, he's kind of shaking, kind of back and forth, like I don't know, like
listen,
you agree with that?
listen, I'm confident. I'm confident in the 3-1 and 4-0. But I'm gonna say this much: if Deshaun Watson got a spanking by his mama for quitting, you never even know what's gonna happen with the Cleveland. that was disrespectful what he did, man. He walked off the field, man, on a play call from the. So y'all know the NFL, man. I mean, any given Sunday, you don't know what you're gonna get. But 3-1, 4-0, I definitely believe it's possible. And y'all got everything it takes to win. So to go 4-0. So yeah, I'm all, everything y'all saying is right on point.
Okay, all right. So Sally, so let's just say we do go 4-0 is what we want. That's what I want. That's what everybody wants. But let's just say we do go 3-1. How do you think that's gonna pan out when it comes to Nick? Because there's going to be a lot of people out there in the football world, all the media, all the fans, they're going to kind of side with the Bengals on that game. But again, that goes back to depending now the level of play on each team prior to that Eagles-Bengals game. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're out there dominating, of course we're going to get the, we're going to get the over or the under, however it goes. I mean, Joe, you would know better than that. You're more for sports better than me. So, you know what I'm saying? But if we're squeaking by and they're squeaking by, now it's going to be, the Bengals got home field advantage, so the Bengals should win. But even though, you know what I'm saying, the Eagles only won by 7, then both games and the Bengals only won by 3, but it's home field advantage, so the Bengals should win because, you know what I'm saying, how is that going to work out?
This Eagles, I'm just telling you, man. Eagles got to win all 4 of these games to me.
Okay.
So Nick's going to be gone, man. I mean, we got to look at the talent on both sides of the ball. Look at the talent. Look at the names on our team. Look what they got. Joe Burrow, maybe when he got them highlights, he messed his passing game up this offseason because he changed his hair color. I don't know. But I don't know, but man, I'm just look at the. If you look at the both teams and you compare them, we should dominate this game. We should dominate these next 4 games. We should treat the Bengals like they're the Browns. This next 4 games. I'm just being honest with you because if we lose 1 game, to me, this 4, Nick got to go, bro.
Hold on, Meech. Let him get it out, Meech. Hold on.
I'm waiting.
Go ahead, Meech. Meech, what you got?
So I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this. If the stars and the moons don't line up and we don't come out 4-0, we come out 3-1. He cannot lose to the Browns or the Jaguars. if you lose to the Giants, there may be a little bit leeway because that's a divisional rival, like Joe pointed out, and you know what I mean that's a different intensity of the game. Just like every year, we know, hey, we play the Cowboys, we may end up 1-1 to them, and we can take that.
All right, hold on a second. I got one of my homeboys, Jeff, wants to come in here. He said he's got a second. I'm gonna try to get him in here. And Jeff, for those who don't know, Jeff, I work with Jeff real good. Oh, you remember him? I sent you a link. But yeah, so again, I do feel like 4-0 is definitely doable. It's definitely doable. I just don't. Again, I feel like that last game, that Bengals game, it's gonna be a challenge. I say that it's gonna be a challenge, but I do think we'll be able to get over it.
So y'all believe they'll make a in-season move, or you thinking at the end of this may define his?
Wait a minute, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. All right. So before we go any further, hold on. Let me get him up out of here. All right. So we already know. You know what I'm saying, that we've had some players that have come in, you know what I'm saying, some free agents that we came in, you know, may not be on the team anymore, you know, just moves in within the Eagles organization, you know, and we already know that we've had issues on defense, right? We know this. So the question that I'm posing right now is Vic Fangio, is he the issue, or are there underlying issues when it comes to the misuse of players? Because for Vic Fangio to have, or we had Devin White, for Howie to go out and get this Pro Bowler now, this man played not one snap, not one. They made a jersey for this guy. I mean, everything. Went out and got him, gave the man $3.5 million. Just for him to play first team reps on preseason and then not use them, there has to be something in my eyes. But I'm gonna let Sally dive into it first, and then we'll get everybody else a chance to talk about it. So, Sally, what you got?
I mean, you know, like you said, how he went out and got this big name guy, and he didn't play. He didn't play any snaps. I mean, he played in the preseason, but I mean, if there are not issues, it may be, but I can only go off what I see as a performer. Now, was he out getting outperformed? That's why he didn't start in the preseason games. I don't know. Was it some clashing between him and Fangio? But if it was some clashing, then Nick Sirianni should have cleared that up because he's the head coach. So I don't know, man. It's still a mystery to me. I have no clue what happened in that whole situation. Did he get outperformed? That's why he didn't start. And since he didn't start the first game, he was like, if you ain't gonna start me, then I'm done. You know, but did he give him an ultimatum? I don't know, man. I'm still baffled by it, just like everybody else. I don't even know, bro. I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah, Meech, what you got?
Hey, I'm gonna say so. It's Vic's first season as a defensive coordinator. And then when you have somebody come on as their first season, it's just like any job that you have, the manager that comes on, the new manager that comes on, you inherit a lot of all of the problems that was there previously, right? So now you have to try to, mitigate all of those situations. It wasn't, Vic had no hand in saying, these guys come in, because that was how we making all those moves and all of those stuff before Vic came online. Vic came online and he was able to do some of the stuff on the back end, but I don't think that it's all on Vic as of right now. Because a lot of the problems that we have, and they've been persistent over the past couple of years, ever since the 2022 run, the open field misses that we have, that's not on Vic, but a lot of those players are still here. And so we're trying to mitigate those and manage those. So I'm not putting all the pressure on him. He has to step it up, because you only get so many weeks of saying it was the other guy. You know what I mean? There's only so long you can keep blaming it on the other guy. So he has to step up. But as of right now, no, I'm not saying it's on him. It's on Nick. It's on Nick and Howie, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, I'm not. It's definitely on Nick, because yes, just like you said, he is the head coach. But Vic Fangio, he should be the one out there trying to create a hustle and bustle to try to figure out what this man is good at and what he's not good at. how can we incorporate this dude into our game plan. So, for Howie to go out and get him, that's one thing, but it's on the coaches and everything up to develop him and get him where he needs to be so that he can be a starter. So for him to come out here and just, again, not even play a snap, it's mind-boggling to me. I don't think he gave him ultimatum. I do feel like, based on his level of play, I don't see how Nakobe Dean made it over him, based mainly because he's a Pro Bowler. I don't get it, but the level of non-usage when it comes to him is just crazy. And for us to not even use him to any ability that he's capable of being used for, is crazy to me. To include, what I'm saying, some other people, but we're gonna stick with him for right now. So, do I feel like there were some underlying issues when it came to him? I don't think it was I just think it was more of a, like, he wasn't hustling. I feel like when he came in, he just automatically assumed he was going to get that starting role. So his level of arrogance, and they say Vic Fangio's old school, he ain't with all that. So I feel like, him coming in thinking he's automatically going to be the starter. I don't got to do as much because guess what? I'm going to be a starter anyway. Well, guess what, Vic? I'm gonna humble you. And I'm gonna sit you over here and see how you like that. And make an emotional decision, which I don't think was the best decision. But I definitely feel like we could have used him in some other way, some other capability outside of just letting the man, just releasing him. So, but I mean, Joe, you're on the two. But before we get into Joe, I wanna add one other person to the show real quick. I don't know how long it's gonna be on, but for all those Dub Bears fans out here, what I'm saying, he's one of those guys. I'm saying, but what I'm saying, welcome to the show, my man.
This guy again.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah,
again.
welcome Jeff to the show, man.
I'd rather have a Cowboy fan on.
Hey, you might get one. Don't worry. Hey, I won't be long. Hey, I just want to stop in and say what's up to y'all, man. Happy new season to y'all. I know it's a little we well into it, but I want to wish everybody luck this year.
What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
Jeff?
Blessed by the best, man. Just hanging in there. Huh?
We ain't seen you since last season, so good to see you.
Oh yeah, same here. Right back at you, man. I was telling Dennis I got a few minutes. My honey-do list got modified today, so I got a few minutes to hang out with y'all. But I gotta
we know what happened the last time you didn't finish that list, and that black eye. Y'all came in the store, you fell down the stairs again. So go ahead and get that done.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, you know how it goes. You know that saying about happy wife.
That's it.
Yeah, but it's good to see y'all, man.
You too,
so
man.
far.
You too.
Hey, I thought Dennis on the background. I thought it was a Cleveland Browns fan on here for a minute.
No. They all in hiding right now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, they all in hiding.
Where's Rod at?
Oh no, he might be watching. I'm not 100% sure though. I think he's down south. I believe. I'm not too sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, his guy put on a good show the other night.
Okay. All right.
Oh, delete him. Take him out. He through.
Hey, I'm not gonna. Hey, it's too early for me to be bragging about my guys, but I like how things are looking. I would like to think that we're on the upswing. We'll see. We got in London tomorrow. Then we got a bye week. We'll see if we can go into the bye week 4-2. But we'll see.
Okay.
Growing pains, man. Growing pains.
Are y'all rivals, Joe?
Huh?
No, there's no rivalry, man. The Bears don't exist no.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We probably winning some games. They don't exist no more.
Absolutely. Hey, we was one of the teams that played Detroit the hardest last year.
Absolutely.
Keep them on their heels. But we ain't got nothing but respect for them guys. Nothing but respect for them. I'm a Jared Goff fan. I like the young man. But I'm looking forward to seeing how the defense match up with them this year.
Yeah, y'all defense a hell of a lot better this year than it was last year. Y'all gave us problems last year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to we got a couple of guys out this week, but we'll see. I think they might add a couple more pieces. Maybe they're talking about putting somebody else on the other side of Montez, but we'll see. I'm encouraged.
All right, Jeff, man, we got to let you go, man, because we got to get back on these Eagles. But I appreciate you for stopping out.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hey, next weekend I'll be in full time, Dennis. Next Saturday I'll be in full time.
Okay.
I'm putting my time in now.
All right.
All right, fellas, man. Y'all have a good man. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
You too, man.
All right.
Why old people always had a camera all the way up in their face?
You think you FaceTime?
All right, so wait, Reese, did you speak on this yet?
Yeah, I
No, you
did.
did.
It's on Joe. It's on Joe.
No, yeah, it's on Joe. It's on Joe.
All right. So just do a little research, right? Numbers never lie. Y'all gave up 34 against Green Bay. Only 20, realistically, only 22 against Atlanta. 12 against, 15 against New Orleans, 33 against Tampa. Is it easy to blame y'all defensive coordinator? Because if I'm not mistaken, he's y'all defensive coordinator, correct?
Yeah, big
Nick?
fan, Joe. Yeah.
So it's easy to blame him, but think about this. In those two losses, Jalen Hurts, 183 yards in the Atlanta loss, 158 yards passing in the Tampa loss. Saquon Barkley, 84 yards rushing in the Tampa loss. Saquon Barkley, 95 yards rushing in the Atlanta loss. But he averaged 6 yards a carry. So what I noticed when I watched those games was that they never really consistently stayed and stuck with the run, which has been the catalyst behind y'all victories. 109 yards rushing for Barkley in the wins, 147 yards for Barkley in the second win against New Orleans, and Jalen Hurts, 278 yards passing in the first win, 311 in the second win. First and foremost, I don't think they use Jalen Hurts consistently the right way. Every game, it seemed like they change it, how they do things, how they utilize that kid. And it's like they trying to make him a pocket passer versus utilizing his double skill set. He's literally like an upgraded Randall Cunningham. The kid can throw it long. He's very accurate. His passing percentage, like I think the last time I seen it a week ago, is like 65, 68% in the NFL for a young black African quarterback. That's extremely well for an African American quarterback. And second of all, y'all had a lot of injuries. Do I believe y'all defense established the offense? No, because I think y'all offense established the defense. You have a running back that averages 6 yards a carry. How is it that he's not getting 25 to 30 rushes a game? I know it's Saquon Barkley. I know if the rain start coming, he may get injured. But until it happens, you have to utilize the skill set. And I honestly believe it's more of the offensive things than it is defensive, personally.
Well, Michi, we mentioned that last show.
Yeah.
At least I know I did.
Yeah.
And I want to say you did too. Like we talked about, the offense isn't staying on the field long enough,
right,
to give the defense a break.
Right.
So when you're out here and you're not using Saquon, like what I don't understand is I specifically remember the last game, Saquon ran the ball twice and had like 8 yards. And then right after that, you threw the ball. Like, why are you throwing the ball? Stick to the run, man. Damn.
Unbelievable.
Like, Killing. Like we know you like to throw the ball, man. We get it. But you have a very nice piece of jewelry back here in the backfield, bro. Like,
who's that go on? Who's that go on?
Nick. That's on Nick.
I'm trying to tell you, everything going. We go. I'm gonna circle it back like they used to do the 6 ways of Kevin Bacon. We're gonna do this the 6 ways of Nick Sirianni.
I'm like, man, like, come on, what's going on, Rod, man? But man, like, god damn, man, like, just run the goddamn. And it's like we go through this every year. We always say it. And Michi, I know you there. Joe, I've been in your spot and I've said it. Run the ball, man. Run the ball. Golly, like every team says it. Go run the ball, man. I don't know why we gotta keep saying it to these coaches. Run the ball. Unless you have a quarterback that can literally throw you to victory. And I'm saying, when I say throw to victory, myself and Greg Collier, right? Greg Collier, he's the owner it's a magazine that I shoot for. But anyway, Greg Collier, me and him, we talk about it all the time on the way to Auburn's games. Not saying that I'm an Auburn fan. I'm just saying I used to shoot for them at the Auburn games. But we would always say, he's a Cowboys fan. He would say, can Dak Prescott throw you to victory? No, he cannot.
No.
And guess what? Jalen, at this point, can he throw us to victory? Yes, but he has to be consistent. He's not consistent with it right now. Dimitri, hey, this is number 3. This is number 3. Now
I know.
This is number 3 now.
I know.
He's a good passer. But when we need him to connect, what is it lately? And I say lately, very lightly. But what has he been doing? Turning the ball over. We can't have that, Jalen. Can't have that, man. We simply just can't have it. It's an unwritten rule. When times are hard, can he do it 5 games consistently? He's done it before, but we need him to continue to do it again. That's all I'm saying. That's what we need.
I mean, well, it's proven if he throws over 200 yards and Saquon getting over 100 yards rushing, y'all win. This year, that's they 2-0. So I mean, come on, man, you got to stick to the run. 6 yards to carry. That's all I got to say. 6 yards to carry. Come on.
It's actually 6.5 or 6.8, but I'm gonna leave the points out of it.
Right.
It's roll up, roll down, whatever. All right, so moving on. So we got had a shakeup in the roster this week. You know what I'm saying? We got, I guess this week is supposed to be the second time in the history of the NFL you're gonna have potentially 2 white DBs start in the game. And so, if Cooper DeJean starts over Vontae Maddox, is that a plus or minus for the team's defense? Joe, only because we're round robin. I would let one of my fellow Eagles buddies answer this first, but I'm gonna give this to you for right now. Now, remember, you wipe your feet on this rug before you come in this out.
Hold on, I don't know who those 2 players are.
Okay, well, we're gonna bump past you then. Meet you. What you got?
Hey, so I'm gonna say, man, he's likely to start. It will be a boost of confidence if he does well, because we need all the boost of confidence that we need. You know what I mean? For on the defensive side of the ball. I think that I don't want the narrative to get spun the way that I think it's going to get spun, though, if he does well, and it'll take away from the thing itself. And it's just like you said, man, we highlighting, it's been 20, 25 years since they had, even white DBs get drafted and all of this stuff, and it's starting, you know what I mean? So yeah, we know that's the big thing, but let the guy, go into this thing, because I think that's going to be undue pressure on him to continue to perform at such a high level, as a rookie. He's doing his thing. So I hope that if he does, it'll be good for us. Maddox, hey, if he's starting over him, that means he won't doing something right. So bring him onto the field, some new talent, let him do something, see what we got. We can take whatever help we can get, we're taking it. And if it's in the rookie Cooper DeJean, man, let him come over there and do his thing.
Yeah. Now look, I want for y'all people out there, don't start this goddamn gentrification up on these DBs. Now we ain't gonna start that up in here. Okay. I just want to let it be known. Okay. Don't start this whole gentrification going on. But
you got a few rarities that come through, man. It's just like, I mean, historically, man, we're not oblivious to it. Your offensive line, them mostly the white guys. Your defensive line, them being your black guys. The linebackers, it's just certain things that happen. Quarterbacks, more white than black. We got that, but I just don't want that to be the narrative. Right. For the next upcoming weeks, man. Let the boys play. If Coop doing his thing, man, DeJean's been doing his thing, man. Name a sub after him, and let's go.
Yeah, go ahead, Sally. What you got?
I was like, if to me, Maddox did something to lose the spot. He did something to lose the spot. And if Cooper is outperforming, why not throw him in there? And see. I mean, he can come in and have a monster game, and that could shake everybody up. That could shake up the whole defense. So to me, Maddox must be lost. He did something to lose his spot. I mean, was he getting burnt too much? Was he not covering good enough? We don't know. But we're bringing this rookie in there, and he's up. His time is up, but he's due. So we'll see if he can cash in that check, and we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, Maddox for the past 2 weeks, he's been getting beat a couple times, like with angles and things like that. And they say, and from what I understand, from what the hype is, they say that Cooper DeJean is actually a little bit better than.
Oh, he's a lot better. Yeah,
so,
he's a lot better.
If the kid can play, man, put the kid in, let him play. You know what I'm saying? Let him go. You know what I'm saying? Bad news bears his ass. Put his ass out there and see what he got. You know what I'm saying? At this point, if Maddox is, and plus Maddox is injury prone too. He's been so to get Cooper DeJean a little bit of coverage on the outside, I feel like it'll be good. And then too, and even if we get Sidney Dean back, he's a thumper. He'll come in there and make a direct impact to me. So yeah, put Coop in, man. See what he got. You know what I'm saying? If he flourishes, let him flourish. Give him another week. You know what I'm saying? And guess what, Maddox? You might be out the door. I mean, I feel like Maddox should have been out the door this year, or maybe even part of last year.
They brought him back on that cheap deal just because we needed a lot of help on the defense from last year. So they brought him back on the cheap deal. He was way under salary cap. So we kept him, kept money in our pockets for him, and he hasn't been performing. Let him go. You got to be remembering also, man. Fangio, yeah, this is Fangio, whatever. But we're 32nd. We're dead last in creating turnovers, right? And we're next to last in sacks. So whatever help that we can get, if the young guys up there, them legs up under him is good, and he can perform, you know what I mean? You got Quignon on the other side, the rookie, he doing his thing out there on the field. Let Coop do his thing. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Y'all say he a rookie, right? Dijon.
Yeah.
Y'all run an aggressive defense, touchy, Philly. So just be prepared for him to get a lot of penalties. I mean, I see it all. We see it all the time with rookie DBs, especially in aggressive type defenses. So just expect that a lot. So yeah, he may look great, but y'all already know when we get into game time, man, you get touchy, Philly.
He's been playing. He's been getting on the field. He's been doing his thing, and that's why they want to put him in there, because he shows the maturity that's why they went out and drafted him. So he shows the maturity. You know what I mean? He's not out there getting penalties. The people that we have on the field right now, man, they are not hitting it, man. To include, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the guy since last year. You know what I mean? He missed tackles and do all this stuff, and then he goes and tweeting Slay. You know what I mean? He's on my cut list. CG, CJ, CJC, all them acronyms. He's on my cut list as well, man. Let's call a spade. So if we got some fresh talent, some mature talent, let's go. Let's fix the problems. You know what I'm saying? We keep holding on these people because what they did in 2022, when 2023 showed us that they're not those guys anymore. You know what I mean? Slade, man. I mean, he's old. He's one of the oldest people on the team. We have 4 or 5 people that are over the age of 30. Slade is one of them. So let's go.
Hey, what do you say? Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Today's price.
Right. Hey, look here, brother. Hey, you did good for yourself, man. You did real good. You did good. You was good on your feet. But at this point in time, Slade, maybe your best day is probably a little bit behind you, because Slade been getting bad.
He been getting burnt, you know.
Yeah, and now
that's how we lost that Atlanta game.
Right now, CJ talking about put ass to belt. Well, someone need to put a belt to his ass, because that's what's been going on the past 2 games with Slade. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to get sick of Slade, to be honest with you.
I've been sick. I was sick of him last year. Him last and year? Bryce Huff and Slade, they can go.
Who? Bryce who? He on our team? What has he done? Is he a starter? Is he a starter?
Nothing.
I ain't seen this dude, man. I ain't nobody, man. Bryce, get him, man. Let him go too. Now that's on Howie. That's on Howie, because Howie should have seen that shit coming. He should have seen that shit coming. I'm gonna keep it a buck. All right. So now, moving on. All right. Now that we got AJ Brown, Vontae Smith, and Lane Johnson back, we're healthy. Okay. Everybody's good. Everybody can play. Okay. So now that everybody can play, we have a full roster. Everything's the way we need it to be. How crucial will it be for our offense to put up numbers early? When I say early in the game, I'm talking about early, because at this point, you have everything you need, Jalen. There should be it shouldn't be we're not scoring points in the first quarter since we haven't done it all. Well, no, it should be none of that. None of that. It should be 14 in the first quarter with us. We should have at least 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. I don't care what. To be honest, 14, maybe even 17. I feel like two in the field goal. So that's just me. 17 in the first quarter, easy. That's very, very something that we can accomplish. That's just me. Sally, what you got? Matter of fact, no, Joe, what you got?
Hey, I'm gonna just say this again. You never know what Cleveland Brown team's gonna show up. So
is Deshaun playing?
Huh?
Is Watson playing, or he's just gonna be there?
Who knows?
Okay.
We never know what may be happening with this kid, man. But so with y'all having everybody healthy, which is a great thing. The one thing we got to remember, Cleveland, right? You never know how their defense can show up. I mean, they was top 3 defense last year. You just don't know what may show up to prevent you guys from doing that. But to have everybody back, there's no reason y'all shouldn't get off to a better start if y'all run the ball. No reason.
All right, Sally, where are we at, man, with this one?
We got all our tools back. We got all our 8 players back. There should be no reason why we shouldn't be going down this field with no issues against Cleveland. I mean, we got the team back, full cap. So we should be. I mean, I'm looking at like every time we get on our punter should have an easy day. Our punter should have an easy day coming up against Cleveland. Jalen should go down there. We should just, I mean, like you said, at least 17, 2 touchdowns in the field goal. That's to me in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it should be, I mean, if, like you said, if everything lined up like it's supposed to, and we play like we're supposed to as an Eagles team with the talent we have, our opponents should have a very easy day on Sunday.
All right. So here we go. The moment of truth. Meet you. What we got?
Hey, so the offense is back, man. I think that I look at all aspects of the games and all aspects of the question. This is going to become a problem for Jalen Hurts himself. All that negative talk that's been talked about him, if he does not perform in the first quarter against the Browns defense, because they have been subpar this season, if he doesn't perform, he's going to deserve all the criticism.
See, the football guys don't want you to say it. That's what happens. Whatever he was about to say bad about Jalen.
We can't keep going on.
Whatever you just said, the football guys they want to hear it because you're cut out. So whatever you about to say negative about Jalen, the football guys they want to hear it. No, but go ahead. Say what you're gonna. You know what? They really don't want to hear it.
No parts of that.
You said Jalen Hurts. I'm cutting ball. Hit the switch.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, man. I paid my bill. My bill is paid.
That's not cricket.
Hey, Rod, is Marcus trying to get on? Is Marcus trying to get on? He might be trying to infiltrate our stuff.
But he's not gonna be able to hide from the criticism if we lose to the Browns. Now 17 points. That's a bit aggressive. I don't know if we'll be able to do 17. Hopefully, we would love to see 17 because, like I said, we're showing that dominance. But I'll be cool with a cool 7-10. I'll be cool with a good 10 in the first quarter because it's a huge improvement of what we've been doing. But we're talking about the next 4 games, man. We got. I like to bring up the fact that that somebody's about to play the Cowboys, the Vikings, the Titans, and the Packers. And that's that Lions fan right there. So we talking about next 4 games. We got to pay homage to the guests up here, man. That is a gauntlet. We talking about gauntlets. Hey, they're about to play the Cowboys, the Vikings, the Titans, and the Packers in the next 4 games. So we over here laughing, over here skinning and grinning to the Eagles. What y'all gonna do, Joe?
Yeah.
Let me explain something to you, bro. We got this.
Okay.
I like the confidence.
We got this. Our defense haven't even started playing yet. And the Titans, that's not a gauntlet.
The other 3 now. The other three.
Okay. Yeah, that's
3-1. 3-1.
We're going 4-0 in our next 4 games.
4-0. Okay. Y'all gonna show me something. Y'all better show me something against the Vikings now. Minnesota ain't playing around.
Minnesota, Sam Darnold playing a good ball.
Yeah, they are. They're playing great ball. Defense, Brian Flores, y'all going to hear his name from me later on today in the segment. But their defense is playing awesome. But Sam Darnold, I cannot see him holding up. Everybody said, well, he got more talent, this and that. He's literally another example of a Jared Goff. It's just Jared has learned how to play under pressure. When you start getting to Sam Darnold, and we seen it last week, when you start getting to him, he cracks. And we will. Trust me, dog, like a walnut. We will crack it.
Okay.
Hey, Terradome, Terradome said, boom, 4-0. He said, all right, he said that Vikings D is real. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
It's real. I ain't got no problems with it.
Okay.
But
what team is going to show up for the Cowboys, too? They got a lot of injuries, though, so y'all might steamroll them.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. You never know. The last 3 games we done played with the Cowboys, the officials had something to do with every last one of them. Hopefully.
Yeah.
He's gonna handle business. I'm confident. We got that. We got this for y'all. We got y'all. I got y'all. I like y'all, man. I got you.
Good.
Okay. Beat them down.
Wear them out too.
Let me say this, and I forgot to say this, man. It's Breast Cancer Month. That's why y'all see it. I just want to give a shout out to anybody and their family, friends, anybody associated with it. We know how powerful this is and the things that people go through. So just want to give a shout out to all the people, Breast Cancer Month. Their families is in our prayers, man, and I wish everybody the best because I know how detrimental something like this can be to families.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All the survivors out there, we give y'all big shots out. All the families of victims of it. We know y'all. We acknowledge y'all as well. So I'm with you, Joe, man. I feel you, man. Huge support to the families and the victims of breast cancer, man.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. All right, so that was our small little commercial break. All right, so we're gonna so the question is, with the Browns ranking dead last in offense, you know what I'm saying? Will this win? Will it be considered like was that a testament to our defense, or you know what I'm saying? Because I mean they're already not that good, so even if we do beat them, even when we do beat them, it's like, is it gonna be like, well, they're supposed to beat them, no big deal. You know what I'm saying, who cares, Like, is that how it's supposed to be? Like, is that a testament to our defense, or how's that going to work? Anybody can go. Anybody can take it.
But you got to think too, man. That like Joe said in the beginning, in his first piece of his monologue, man. It is the NFL any given Sunday, right? So we can never downplay another team to the point where we think that they're irrelevant, because that's when you get steamrolled. That's when you get embarrassed. That's what we did to the Arizona Cardinals about 8, 9, 10 games ago, when we got destroyed out there. We look like crap. We look like the Browns look right now. We look like the Carolina Panthers look right now. So we can't minimize them to that point. We still have to respect them. But I don't think it'll be one of those games that if we beat them, even if we dominate them, it's not going to be one of those games that's talked about, because like you just said, Duke, man, that's what we should be doing. You know what I mean? This should be a tune-up game. Everybody's coming back. Everybody's building that chemistry again, getting that rhythm. This is what we should do.
Go ahead, Sally.
I just me said, but to me, I don't think this is a great come off bye week game for us with the losses that we had. This is a great come off a bye week for us right here. I mean, like you said, if we dominate, we should dominate. The Browns. I mean, their offense is the worst offense in the league. Now, this is, like I said, maybe this is why they making that move with Cooper Dijon, putting them in there, because because of the Browns offense. We don't know, but a dub is a dub for me. I'm gonna take a dub how I can get it. Blow out, win by 1. It doesn't matter. But this, to me, as far as the bye week, this is a great matchup for us to come back. And if we dominate, then we dominate. But if we dominate this week, we should dominate every other week. It should make a difference who we playing. Like they said, it doesn't matter. The football gods, they can pray on the Browns that one day and be like, hey, you're gonna have the best game of your life. It can happen.
But it wasn't enough.
But it
wasn't enough.
But any given day, this NFL could change any given day, and we don't know. But I'm just ready for it.
Yeah, okay, so we can go out there and we like shout out to E Money Bentley for saying, Browns 17, Eagles 45. That would be prime for us, right? Prime time. But we go out there, we put 45 on those boys. One, that's a confidence booster. That's one. Two, that's letting you know these are things that we are able to do to a lot of the teams that are coming up in the future. So the same attitude and the same intestinal fortitude that you got and the same charisma and everything that you had going into this game, have that same attack going into the following game, and the following game, and the following game. If we could have had not Jordan Davis, but Jalen Carter, if we could have that same Jalen Carter playing against the Saints all season long, we know you can do that, Jalen. Do that every single game. We need that every single game from you, every one. And if we go out there and we put 45 on these boys, guess what? That's what we're supposed to do for the rest of the season. Why can we not do that the rest of the season? Ask yourself that. Look yourself in the eye and say, did I put forth everything I had this season into this game? No. If you say no, then guess what? Then you're doing not only myself, but you're doing the rest of the team a disservice. Boy, I need to go in. Let me put me in the game meeting, man. I got it. Let me go ahead and boost these boys up. So, hey, go ahead.
As bad as the Browns have played, let's not get it confused. They I think like the between the 10th and the 12th ranked defense in the league. They only really given up like 135, 130 140 yards or somewhere in there, man. And this is just statistics I looked at earlier today. They like the 12th ranked defense. So let's not get it confused that their defense isn't good, because the reason they're losing isn't because of the defense.
Right.
Losing is because of the offense. So to answer the question that was asked, man, if y'all go out here and play a great game against their defense, absolutely that's a huge win, because their defense is solid regardless. With as bad as their offense is playing and as bad as it makes their defense look, they're still like the 12th ranked defense in the league. That's super important to understand and realize, man. Their offense isn't giving them any help, and they still the 12th ranked defense. And let's not forget, it's hard for a team to be a top 3 defense, and then the next year they're the number 12 defense, and we just think they went to crap. They didn't just go to crap. It's something causing that. So I would say myself, I think that'd be a huge, huge, huge confidence booster for the Philadelphia Eagles offense if they go out there and play ball. Because remember, they still got Myles Garrett, and he's the real deal no matter where he's at.
Now Myles Garrett, now I was watching something yesterday about Myles. If we can double team that guy and make it so, because he's prone to get a sack in here and there. I hope he don't do it to us, but when it's all said and done, he's the catalyst to their defense. So if we can stop him, and gain traction on offense, that'll be a mental breakdown for him as well. So, stopping him, making sure he doesn't, be able to, get his man's off us, that'd be cool too. So I don't know. We'll see.
Is Chubb playing? Is he still out?
I don't know. Good question.
Still out. I was reading about that. They not. He hasn't came back yet, but they think he about to come back. But they said even with him coming back the way Deshaun Watson playing, that's Deshaun got a whooping by his mama. No matter what happens on offense, until he get his head together, they're gonna have problems.
All right. So we got 2 more topics. So the next, before we get to the main one. So all right, so let's just say, for the past couple weeks, what I'm saying, Misi's been on this tangent. He's been on a big tangent. What I'm saying? So let's just say, for the sake of argument, because the Jets are from what I hear, they're in the runnings too. Okay, for Bill. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, for the sake of discussion, shit goes south with us. All right. Bill Belichick's available. Bill Belichick says, no, you know what? I'm going to the Jets. I'm going to the Jets. Now Bill's out of the question. Out of the coaches that are available, who's next? If we can't get Bill's out. He's picked up by the Jets. All right, he's gone. So who do we pick up after him? Who's second on your list?
So I would say, man, my second will be, I've looked at guys like Vrabel. You know what I mean? He got released from Tennessee for unknown reasons. So he would be up there. Brian Flores, what he's doing with the Minnesota defense, he'd be up high up on my list as well, man. If I got to pick 2 guys right there, I'm gonna have to choose from those 2 right there. Right, either Vrabel or Brian Flores.
Okay. Who you got, Sally?
I got Vrabel. That was top of my list. And I'm thinking also about Slowalk, the Texans offensive coordinator. He's pretty good. So between those 2, between Vrabel and Slowak, I think between those.
All right, so I'm with Michi. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say Brian Flores, because defensive minded coaches sometimes, I don't know if it's because of Doug Peterson, we got a Super Bowl off him, I don't know, but I feel like because we're having an issue on defense, if you bring him in, hopefully he can incorporate the defensive plan with us, since our offense is somewhat still there. You know what I'm saying? Given it the next 2 years. But
now, the only thing with him now, if we bring in Flores, and that was that whole Miami thing, him and Vic on the Vic is the defensive coordinator, so they had that whole thing down there in Miami. So I don't know how that'll work out. If they get the beefing and doing all that type of stuff, what that mean? Okay, now we're in a 2-year slump for the defense. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing about Flores that you got to think about.
All right, go ahead, Joe.
If Flores go, Vic won't be there. that ain't happening. But I'm gonna say a perfect fit for y'all. With all the talent that y'all have, and actually, we can't even open up the playbook. Key word is we can't even open up the playbook because of the limitation of his legs of Jared Goff. Ben Johnson would be perfect.
Ben Johnson.
He'd be perfect for y'all squad. Remember, I just said I personally feel that they're not using Jalen Hurts properly. that guy will tap into some talents that y'all have probably never seen before with that kid, man.
Think so?
The only pushback I would give for that, man, is I think we have the ability to use Jalen Hurts like we want to, and that's why we brought in Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore, you got to look when he was running Dallas offense with less weapons, and I mean they were 35, 40 points a game. You know what I mean? So I think that Kellen Moore was brought in for that reason. It's just that one sticking point of Nick that's not allowing him to be able to do that because he's still calling these crazy plays.
Right, but Ben Johnson will be the head coach.
Yeah, that's true. but them two guys, I would want. Hopefully, if Ben Johnson would come in, he would be a good fit. I just don't know how good of a fit it will be with Kellen Moore because those are two guys that are vying for head coach spots. You know what I mean? I believe Kellen Moore, if he does good here, you know, he's looking to step up. They get rid of Nick, who, you know, if they put in the interim, they might put Kellen in that spot because of play calling abilities and the ability to run the offense as well. So that's why I think that's a sticking point with your guy.
So would you pick Belichick over Ben Johnson if Belichick was still there, or are you still rocking with Belichick?
So if I had the two, I like Belichick because, you know what I mean, the pedigree that he's had and his resume and all, but I would pick Ben because Belichick, he got one foot in the grave, so he needs to win now. So that's why, you know, the Jets are a little bit more pleasing to him, aesthetically pleasing because of the pedigree and the resume of Aaron Rodgers. He would want them to, you know what I mean, to form a championship team like right now. You know, so their defense was okay on the Jets. And, you know, Belichick is a defensive-minded guy as well from himself, from his Browns coaching days. That's what he has. But he needs some team to win now. He don't have 2 to 3 years to let it develop. So I would pick, you know what I mean, Joe's guy. I would have to go with Joe in that case.
Yeah.
Flores, no Vic. Ben Johnson, no Kellen Moore.
Right.
I would not get Belichick on any team. He's the greatest coach to ever coach Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Let's understand something. Outside of Tom Brady, what have he proven to any of us?
Nothing.
So
nothing.
everybody,
that's why I posed the question though.
Yeah, everybody's salivating to have him over there. I do agree the Jets would probably be a perfect fit for Bill Belichick, not the Philadelphia Eagles at all. No way. Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
But he'll have problems too, because you know Aaron Rodgers, he's on that whole flowing thing. I'm on the
I gotta eat
and all of this.
I gotta eat these weeds real quick.
Yes, coach. Yes. Get off me on the sideline.
Hey, don't talk to me. I'm in my zen moment. I'm in my zen moment.
Pass. I called this. Get off me.
Yeah, I'm in my zen moment.
Yeah.
I need 10 minutes.
It's one thing. It's one thing when you coming in and albeit, you know what I mean, they do deserve it. Although he don't have the postseason record like you would think he does with all those MVPs, but you know if Belichick comes in there with those type of guys, man, that's why head coaches get fired when you get those type of guys. You know, those Aaron Rodgers to your team because you expect so much out of them now, and that head coach is going to suffer because Aaron Rodgers is running the Jets. I don't care what they want to say, he's running the Jets. So Belichick, he's too stubborn.
We talked about stubbornness last week.
Right.
We talked about it. Hey, we can work with that. We can work with that.
And what Al Davis say, just win, baby, win. You get rid of all them problems if you win.
Yeah. All right.
Now,
so we're gonna start this off right now. Joe, you've been privy to this already. And for all the viewers out there, hey, we want y'all input too. All right, so Sally, you up first. All right, I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna go dead last. All right, so we already know like a lot of teams out there, they got people that are standing out like like the Hawks, they got Dominique outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure the Bulls, they got Jordan outside. You know what I'm saying? We got Nick Foles and Dougie P outside, as far as statues. But for us Eagles fans out there, if you have 4 choices to make statues and put them outside of the link, who would they be? You can only pick 4. Coaches are included, players are included, post or present and past. You can only pick 4 people to have a statue outside of link. Who would it be? Sally, go.
All right, I got Brian Dawkins. I think he deserves a statue out there in front of the link. My man Reggie, even though he played for 2 teams, Reggie White was dominant when he played for the Eagles. So I got Reggie White. Yeah. So I got Brian Dawkins, I got Reggie White, I got a coach out there too. I got Andy out there. I think Andy probably was the best coach that we had as the Eagles organization. I think Andy Reid was a great coach. And I got one more guy, old school guy, Stephen Van Buren. Stephen Van Buren.
All right, Stephen Van Buren. Okay.
That was back in black and white days on the TV, bro.
Oh yeah,
dude.
He was the first player to rush for 10. He was the first player to ever rush for 10 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns in the 12 games league. He did it 3 times in a row.
We don't think passing was a thing back then, was it? He had no choice.
The pass wasn't relevant. They just came out of leather helmets.
Was the pass even a thing back then? He had no choice.
Oh man!
All right, okay, all right, Michi, who you got?
Hey, my number one.
Wait. I'm sorry. Let me see, Joe, because you and I it's gonna be a thing with you. I can see right now, Joe. Okay. What you got? I'm gonna hold.
No doubt. Hey, so I know earlier I had shot off some names, but then when he said Reggie White,
and before, give me your 4 too. I want to hear your 4 for the Lions. Yeah,
my 4 for the Lions. We don't have 4.
But they don't have 4 yet. No,
but I can make you 4.
You got one. You got Barry. You got Barry.
Barry, one. Sanders, Calvin Johnson. There go my 4. Barry, Johnson. Right?
Yeah. All right.
Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, Chris Spielman, and believe it or not, because I love the guy. He wasn't the greatest coach ever, but I love Wayne Fonseca. He was Detroit. He was the first grit for Detroit, man. So
okay.
Them my 4. Them my 4. The Eagles. The Eagles. I definitely agree, Reggie White, because I had forgot about him when we was talking after a while. I thought about it. Then he mentioned. I'm like, damn, that's right, Reggie White. Definitely Reggie White is one. Brian Dawkins. I had mentioned Lane Johnson. I still feel kind of yes to Lane Johnson, but I'm gonna come off of Lane Johnson a little bit. Remember, I kept telling you, I remember it was a player. I always remember his name. I couldn't remember it. Fletcher freaking Cox, bro.
Oh, Fletcher Cox
himself, man. Mr. Eagles himself, man. He lived and died green, bro. I mean, how many years he played for y'all? Like 88 years or something like that, man. I mean, the dude was unbelievable when it came down to it. And then I'd say I still stick with Lane. Lane is Mr. Green himself too. I mean, he's done everything for y'all. And the rarity of a player playing with one team their entire career pretty much is an amazing feat nowadays, or as long as they have. Right. When you play 10, 12 years with a team, man, those are amazing feats. You gotta recognize that. And then damn near every year he was damn near a Pro Bowler. So you gotta give that a respect. And Allen Iverson. I had to throw that in there. I can't help it.
All right, Mitch, who you got, man? I want to hear this one.
So my number one without shadow of a doubt, man, is Weapon X.
Okay.
Shadow of a doubt, man. I think Brian Dawkins. If you don't know who is Brian Dawkins, that's number one without shadow of a doubt, man. We already said Dougie P and Foles. They already out there. We can't choose them, right? So my number two is a personal choice because he's the reason why I became an Eagles fan many years ago. There weren't a lot of black quarterbacks running around. So Randall Cunningham, that's my number 2. Randall Cunningham is my number 2. He drew me to it because I looked on TV and I saw somebody that looked like me. And that's what brought me to the Eagles, because they've always kept a black quarterback, from the Vicks, from the Hurts, from the you know what I mean, the other guy, the McNabbs, you know what I mean. They always had one in their repertoire. So hey, I'm gonna put the first one up there is Randall Cunningham. Give him a statue. The next statue is going to Andy Reid. He made the Eagles relevant after Dick Vermeil. Dick Vermeil was up there, you know what I mean? He had him in the late 70s to, 82 or something like that. So Dick Vermeil had him, but Andy Reid put the Eagles in the limelight. All right. So Andy Reid is the third guy that's out there. And then it was a toss-up. This was a toss-up. Hear me out. It was a toss-up between the Minister of Defense, Reggie White, and the toss-up from the guy. He said Lane is the Eagles. I'm gonna have to say Jason Kels. Jason Kels is that guy. He is the Eagles right now. Him and his wife Kylie, they are the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? You can. Hey, we talk about one guy, same team. Massive amount of Pro Bowls that were out there. Jason Kelce was that guy. Never gave up a single sack while he was up under the ball. Never gave up a single sack his whole time. So that's why I say I have that toss up between those two. If I have to give it to him, Reggie White, he won 2 defensive players of the years, one with the Eagles, one with the Green Bay, but he won his Super Bowl with Green Bay. So, hey, go get your statue out there. Go ahead and give this statue right here to Jason Kels.
Okay. All right. Everyone's solid. Everybody got some solid picks. I'm with it. I'm liking this, man. I really, hey, and even in the chat, man, Terry Dome said Dick Vermeil, Jerome Brown, and hey, I didn't even think about Dick Vermeil and Jerome Brown. To be honest, like
I thought about him. That's why I just mentioned it. I mentioned him.
Harold Carl Michael too.
Now I
mentioned him, but if I pick a coach, if I go with a coach, I'm gotta pick Andy Reid.
Okay. So now I'm not gonna lie, Carmichael. Matter of fact, let me just wait. Let me get this. All right. So for me, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay. So this was 3 days worth of looking and 3 days worth of research. I'm gonna break it down like this. All right. Brian Dawkins, Weapon X. We already know that goes without saying. I don't care. Anytime that man eat dirt before the game, guess what? He's got to get in there. I don't care if he's eating grass. I don't care. Fertilizer, whatever. He's in there. The man played 183 games, 182 starts. Okay, 914 tackles. 4-time All Pro, 7-time Pro Bowl selections. Come on, man. The man's in there. Like when you say he's everything Eagles, that man is everything Eagles. EAGLES Eagles. That's everything. Okay, he's not in minor in order. Just putting out there. He's everything. Minor in order. So Brian Dawkins, guaranteed number 1. He should be out there like with a bulldog with a chain around his neck. That should be his statue. All right, that's number 1. Number 2, we already said we got to give it to Reggie White. Reggie White that he's known for the Eagles. That's it. The man had 121 games, 120 starts. Just missed one game. NFL Defensive Player of the Year 1997, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 16 first All Pros, 2nd team All Pros, 7-time Pro Bowl selection. The man's everything. He's like that. The man was like that. Okay, so Reggie Brown number 2. All right, now we're starting to get a little dicey. All right, so it's a little dicey. All right, so just like y'all say, this man changed the game. He set a whole new wave for the quarterback. And that's Randall. Randall got to get
Absolutely.
one. He got to get one. He got to get one. And again, it's nothing against Mike Vick. I'm just saying the level of play that they had back then, like there was no such thing as hitting too low on the quarterback. The man had to scramble for it, like Randall, the man cutting ham. That's what they called him. He's got to have one. I don't.
And he punted. And he punted too. He punted the ball.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So,
he had a 99-yard punt.
All right. So, look, couple of accolades. 22,877 passing yards, 150 TDs, 105 interceptions. Whatever. Whatever. Postseason, 3 TDs in postseason. NFL Player of the Year. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, NFL Comeback Player of the Year, 2nd team All Pro, 3rd team Pro Bowl, 3-time Pro Bowl selections. The man was like that, and this is back when football was hard hitting, gridiron, in your mouth, dog face style football. Okay, so Randall's got to have it. And my 3rd and final selection, when it comes to the my selection, I'm sorry. Shady, you in there, baby. Shady McCoy's in there. All-time rushing leader for the Eagles. Shady, you're the man, bro. You do get a statue in front of the link. I don't care what no one says. And yes, I'm going to tag you. I sure am. And I hope you see it. You know what I'm saying? But Shady definitely gets in there. It was now again with the toss-up with the quarterbacks was McNabb in Randall. But I gave it to Randall only because there wouldn't have been a McNabb without Randall. So you got to pay homage to that. So again, Brian Dawkins, Reggie White, Randall Cunningham, Shady McCoy, all-time rushing leader for Eagles. That's my 3. Was that? No, that's 4, right?
That's 4.
That's my 4. There you go.
Can
right.
I? So Jason Peters was another beast, and Clyde Simmons. Don't forget about them.
Look, man, Jason Peters was good. I'll give him that. But towards the end of the season, he had to lay off the Beijing, bro. You gotta lay off the Beijing. It's simple.
That boy,
statue. Beijing is statue. Beijing is statue.
Gotta lay off the Beijing, bro.
Cowboys, man. Went to the Cowboys.
I do have an honorable mention. My honorable mention is Jason Kelce. He's my honor. And Andy Reid. The only reason why I did not put them on the list is because Andy Reid he's still technically a coach, so he's not retired yet. You know what I'm saying? So I want to put him on the list because he's not retired yet. Kelce, yes, he's great. He's going to be on the list, just not right now. He's too fresh. He's too fresh off of playing. You can't retire them. Boom, you get a statue. You know what I'm saying? It takes some time. You know,
he can't help when he was born. He can't help when he was born.
Man. You know what I'm saying? It's simple, man. Yeah, like I said, Shady, you got to get up there, man. You got to get a statue. And guess what? His statue needs to be automated. He need to have the automated drink. You know what I mean? He need to have that. That's what I want him to have. That's what I want. But yeah. So hey, everyone had some good picks, man, on that 4. That's what's up. I like that.
All
right. So
hey, good show.
Hey, good show, man. That was a dope show. I like this one, man. I wish we could have a couple more people come in with the selections, but you know, hey, it is what it is, man. Everybody don't enjoy good stuff. Oh, Randall still got the record for month.
99 yards.
Yeah, man. Shady, absolutely. Shady. What you mean, Terra Dome? Absolutely. Shady got to get in there. What?
Yeah, Shady was
all-time rushing leader, man.
He had one of his best games ever against Detroit in the snow with 18-inch cleats. So don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Matter of fact. Yeah, and see, right now, Rod even said that Shady with his butter knife liner. Look, he's mad because he said he ain't getting the lineup until we win the game. That's what he said on his other show. I'm not gonna say it because I don't know if that's gonna be a thing on the show. The 40 Winers thing.
40 Winers.
I gotta hit the road, y'all.
All right. So look, I appreciate everybody for coming up, man. Everybody got any closing remarks? Hey, Joe. Hey, glad to have you on the show, man. Hopefully we have you back sometime again this season, man. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying, shout out to Sally. You know what I'm saying, and shout out to all the viewers out there. You know what I'm saying, appreciate y'all. But you know us, man. We hit our 1 hour mark, and we 12 minutes over. So we're gonna call it a night. All right. So with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Hey, before we leave, stay on. Before we get off, just stay on. All right. Love y'all, man. We'll highlight y'all. Peace.
Othello on the beat.